All right, we live, man. See, today this is won't be a official episode. This will be like a little emergency instant reaction type of podcast today. We did have opening night. NBA season did tip off today. We had two good games. Los Angeles Lakers faced off against the defending champs, the Denver Nuggets, and also we had followed that up with the Golden State Warriors versus the Phoenix Suns. And we're gonna go and start off with the Phoenix Suns game and Golden State Warriors. That game just came off. What was your initial thoughts on that game?
You go first.
Well, I'm gonna start off with the Golden State Warriors. Excuse me. I like what I seen from the Warriors, knowing that on the defensive side of the ball, knowing that they was out one of their defensive anchor and Draymond Green. Uh, they was able to turn the Phoenix Suns over. That's how they was able to get back in the game. They was down 15 going into halftime. They kind of amped up the pressure on the defensive side. Uh, they stopped fouling. They really committed on the defensive side of the ball. That's where I really like, uh, especially coming into this game, coming into this season. I felt like that was one of their weaknesses, for them being small and having a lack of bodies on the defensive side of the ball to put on guys on the perimeter and things like that. They came out and they definitely showed me a bit different. They came out playing physical. They played hard, and it ended up coming down to the wire. On offensive side of the ball, it's still the same concern that I had coming into the season. Outside of Steph Curry, I think it's gonna be hard for y'all to get shot creation. To get shots for other guys and also for guys for themselves. Klay Thompson, he didn't have it going tonight. Chris Paul, he started the second half off. Started the first half off 0-6. Second half he kind of started getting into a rhythm a little bit. He had like 3 or 4 field goals in that second half, but yeah, outside of Steph Curry, shot creation, it's gonna be hard to come by. It's gonna be a lot of scoring droughts. Uh, you know, you looking for Iggy to step up. You need Clay. You don't need. You asking for a lot of those guys to step up and a lot of onus with Jordan Poole gone and things like that. But I don't want to rumble too much because I do want to hear what you got to say. Uh, so you can go ahead and have the floor.
I ain't got too much to say for real. This is just another game. We barely lost. Draymond, he wasn't playing. Steph Curry's gonna be Steph. We played good. We played all the way up until it was, till we lost where we couldn't get no rebounds at the end. So I'm not really upset. We barely lost to a team who's supposed to be one of the favorites coming out the West. So I like how we stack up with any team. My confidence not wavering in them. Kaminga stepped up. Moses Moody, shout out to Mo. Big games. About time he started playing a little bit more. I like our team though. Wiggins, he had a bad game. Clay, he had a bad game. Chris Paul had a decent game. He didn't score until the third quarter. We've still only lost about 4 points. So I'm looking at this and I like what I've seen today. I like what we was doing. I think Steph missed a lot of threes. They usually make. He shot a lot of them too. Klay Thompson shot a lot of threes too, which I ain't even. I know they're the Splash Brothers. Damn, 25 threes between two people just sound. That just don't sound right. That don't sit right with me. 25 threes, y'all need to make at least 10 of them. But we didn't today. We lost about 4 points. Pretty sure they'll make if they shoot 25 threes regularly, they'll probably make like 10 or 12 of them. So I'm not really too worried. It's not too much I took from this game outside of, the Warriors. They exactly what I thought they was. We are a good team still. Losing Jordan Poole. I mean, we was in the game, so I don't think our offense was too bad. We 4 points away, and I think we still got leaps and bounds to go. Jonathan Kaminga got intricate parts of this offense. I see the young guys finally making an important role because Moses, Kaminga, they had a better game to me than Wiggins and Klay Thompson had. Because Klay was just out there jacking for a lot of parts of the game. Andrew Wiggins couldn't buy a basket for most part of the game. And Moses came in from the start making threes, getting rebounds, getting defensive play, getting stops. Kaminga came in, had a few turnovers, but he is a kid, barely played. Had a few nice finishes. I like what I've seen from them two today. Going forward though, I think we should play. I think we should play the same starting five we had. Draymond obviously would be there. Chris Paul, he was a decent player. Played one of the best games I've seen him play in a long time. Had a few and ones in the third quarter that kind of got us going. Had a three, I want to say, or had like a little mid range that got us going too. He had like 6 points. I like Chris Paul. And then once he started doing that, I mean, Steph, he had hit a big three late in the third to make the cut the lead down, keep the lead going down. I think we even had the lead going into the fourth. Then we just lost it fourth quarter. And I think we were still up. Yeah, we were still up in fourth quarter. They went on an 11-0 run, and then we just lost the game at that point. They scored 4 more points than us. So I mean, it's not too much I take away from it. I don't really got too much to say on the Suns just because I know that's your team. They look good. Devin Booker's Devin Booker's crazy. KD, we did a great job holding them too. And we was right there, man. We did a great job of doing everything. We just couldn't get no fucking rebounds. Yo, Nurkic was killing us in the first half. He had like 12 boards. He was killing Looney.
Yeah,
Looney came back in the second half though. He showed him. I respect that Looney. I respect good shit, Warriors. I like it. 4 point loss. I can take those type of losses. I can take that.
yeah, facts. I can respect that knowing this coming from a Warriors fan, but from a Suns fan and me being a Kevin Durant fan, so I am rooting for the Suns. I am a little bit encouraged from what I've seen today from the Phoenix Suns, knowing that we are down, one of our big three in Bradley Beal. He didn't play tonight. We didn't get the most contribute uh what contributions
Contribution.
yeah, contributions from our guys that we were relying on, like he ended up hitting like two big threes in the fourth quarter when we need him to, but before that he come by a bucket. Grayson Allen, another person, obviously his role got extended today with Bradley Beal being out, getting extended to the star lineup, asked him to do more, being on ball and doing a lot more stuff and on offense and defense, chasing around Clay and be able to, looking to score 10 to 15 points on offense. But I think, once Bradley Beal come back and, once we get our full team and everybody get, in their solidified role on this team, I think this would be a good offensive team. You can kind of tell that this was a new team that just got put together over the offseason, because it was a lot of miscommunications, a lot of turnovers. And I think that's what helped the Golden State Warriors get back in this game. And I think that was if we would have lost this game, I think that would have been definitely the highlight factor. What I would have took away from this game was the turnovers. The Warriors had 20 plus points off turnovers to our 4 points off turnovers. If we want to be one of those teams that we want to be, which I know we can be and we will be. I know that just game one. I don't want to make too much of it, but those are type of things that you can look on in film tomorrow at practice and be able to try to look for it to get better at finesse game on Thursday. Um, like you said, Book one of the ones. Book gonna remind a lot of people that he is a top 10 player this year. I think he will be one of the league leaders and MVP candidates this season if he be able to obviously meet the game requirement and all these things. Just a very polished, well seasoned scorer. Uh, just a well seasoned basketball player. I don't want to just label him as just a scorer. Being able to make reads, make the right plays, have a tremendous high basketball IQ, and he gonna defend on the other end. That's what we need from, basically, I want to say our best player this season. Devin Booker will be our best player this season. And he showed y'all that it's levels when it comes to the shooting guard position. And it's him, then it's everybody else after D Book when it comes to when y'all bring up shooting guards. And this
Donovan Mitchell right there on his heels.
yeah, more or less.
They right there.
I don't think
They right there. It's close. It's
Donovan
close.
Mitchell ain't got the playmaking
It's close. Shit,
or the defensive.
playmaking is close. I think Donovan Mitchell was. They dealt the same. I give you defensive. That's why I say he on his heels. He on his ass though, but Book, you do got that defense that is taking them. Playmaking, I kind of watch out. Scoring, both of them are prolific. Donovan Mitchell, shit, he just a little smaller too, so
Mm-hmm.
it do be kind of harder for him to make passes. But we using, I just remember vividly him in Utah, in playoffs specifically, when shit got magnified. That nigga was putting on shows. I'm talking about making one arm jump passes to the corner to Mike Conley and shit. He can score. Like I think it's them two, and then it'll probably be Paul George, and that's a mean drop off. That's where the drop offs come.
Which
But
is still, even though Paul George is in that discussion, it's like you go Book, then you go Mitch. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to any of the shooting guards out there. Shout out to Jalen Brown. Shout out to Paul George. But it is levels to everything in this league.
I forgot about Jalen Brown too. Shit.
Hell yeah. That's why I feel like Jalen Brown and Donovan Mitchell a little bit closer to each other than I think Donovan Mitchell is closer to Book. But I respect that, because Donovan Mitchell, I would probably give him second best shooting
Because he
guard in
was
the
the
league.
best for like 5 years, and shit, they right there. He was like the best. for
And that's only because roster talent.
I don't think that matter.
I think he did. Book,
LeBron was the best player on the Cavs. They had nobody. That don't matter.
but
Kobe was the best player in the
Book
league when he
Book
had
was still
nobody.
Book.
I didn't say he wasn't. I just think Donovan Mitchell was better. Well, I think he was better. I think they first few years,
Hmm.
what he was doing, man, I ain't gonna lie. Donovan Mitchell, I wish he stayed in Utah. I hope he do the same thing with the Cavs. I just don't know how it works. But man, I just was watching this shit today. I'm like, bro, this man Donovan Mitchell, he was fucking niggas up. And his team wasn't even like Rudy Gobert. We know how he be in the playoffs and shit. So it get taken away, swept under the rug and shit. But don't forget, him and Jamal Murray was going back and forth in the bubble. And then the next year in the playoffs, he was back at it. Last year was probably the only time Donovan Mitchell didn't show up in the playoffs. That New York Knicks series won it. Won it. Won it. If he would have had a better series, did what he usually do in the playoffs, but I think that's where I hold him to his standard. Regular season, he gonna be good. All these guys who top 5, top 10, whatever in a position, they gonna be good regular season. Donovan Mitchell, for him to be able to, like Devin Booker, that's why I think they on the level they on. The 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 level of play that they raised to the in the playoffs, it's different. And that man is I give you Book and then Book and D Mitch right there is 1, 2, and then it's like the gap from 2 to 3 is like the gap from 3 to 10. It's really far. No, like you said, no offense to Jaylen Brown, he is good. And I forgot about him as a shooting guard. I don't really classify him as a 2 no more though. With the team they got now, I would think it would be Drew, Derek. I think he'll be like a 3 now, and I think Tatum will be like a more
Power forward.
yeah. So I did kind of forget about Jaylen Brown though, but shit, Book, Mitch, Paul George, and then who else? Who else you guys shooting guard position?
Levine,
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's a mean drop off. It's a
Bradley Beal, his teammate.
point
So yeah,
guard now. Shea,
Shay, shooting guard.
what I don't know what to call. I don't know what to classify him. I don't know what to classify Josh. I don't.
Giddy.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know what they whatever. It is a mean drop off though from shooting guard. But that was a great game.
Definitely was a great game.
Definitely was a good game. I wanted to win that damn game though. Fuck. Steph Curry at 3. Shit, good. Still couldn't get no rebound, man.
Yeah, yeah. And like Nurk, he played well today. Jo played well today. KD didn't, like he said, they did a good job of being physical with him. Getting him uncomfortable, pushing him out of his spots, pushing him farther away from his spots and making him work a little bit more. And I think he did have a little bit problem with that. I think he was looking for a whistle a little bit more than he was actually trying to, actually trying to make shots. A little bit of foul baiting, things that we normally don't see KD do. But this definitely was a good game, a good season opener. Good game one of more 81 games to go of this 82 game season, and we gonna go on kick go into the first game we had of the night. The defending champs. They had their ring ceremony today. And before we talk about the game, I want to get that out the way. Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. In their championship run they had last season. And seeing they ring ceremony, and when they had raised the banner, the way Jokic was looking, man, it looked like like he was taking it in.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like he was about to start crying, doing all that, you know, and stuff like that. That make you wholesome, make you want to be a fan of that person. Cause like I won the state championship ring, and I know how that feeling was, but I know that's even magnified because that's at the apex of basketball. So I can just only imagine how they was feeling and how ecstatic they was, how happy they was, and how proud. Bringing the first championship to Denver, Colorado, to this organization. Man, that's a hell of a feeling.
Yeah, man, this was a great game though. This nigga Jokic came out on business too. Anthony Davis. I don't even want to talk about the Nuggets. Anthony Davis, your ass is weak, bro. I'm sick of this. Man, LeBron is too old to be having more rebounds, points, and assists. A whole stat line better than you. Austin Reeves had the same amount of rebounds as you. He's a shooting guard. Sometimes a pseudo one. Who was on the other team? Michael Porter Jr. out rebounded you. Aaron Gordon had the same amount. Of course, Jokic out rebounded you. He the MVP. He was doing crazy things. Triple double first game after winning the championship. That's unheard of. 30 points, 13 and 11. Fucking AD up. AD measly 17, 8 and 4. Fucking weak. LeBron James. Man, it was a stat where this man LeBron James, every time he came out, and it's crazy. That's this still a stat.
+7.
And it was -14 when he was off. That means still it, bro. That was a stat when LeBron was with Cleveland. He got AD now, who since AD got to LA, he was supposed to be a top 5, top 10 player. Since he got to LA, it was who's the best power forward, Giannis or AD. That was the whole conversation in 2018, 2019 when he got there. That was Giannis' ascension, and that was AD. Okay, now you ain't on that ass Pelicans team no more. So now you got the opportunity to compete. So now you can be at that level where Giannis is at, or she'll be better than him. And when you look at that skill, when you look at a basketball player, AD is a better basketball player than Giannis. Giannis got a
Yeah.
dog. That's why I don't give a fuck about like skill sets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because Giannis skill sets one of the worst in the league. Just gonna be real. Giannis, you my dog. You my dog. Came from nothing. But you one of the worst skill wise, one of the worst you can do in the league. You can't really go left. Not really a good shooter. I
Not
really
a shooter at all.
Really ain't seen you like have no touch around the paint, like around the paint, unless it's forcefully dunking.
Bad
AD,
footwork.
he got everything. He got everything, but it's just he ain't got the dog in him. You can have everything, but he ain't got the dog in you. Shit ain't going. You ain't got nothing to play for. This nigga AD when he won that championship said basically what Jordan Poole said. My career is validated. I don't got nothing else to prove, which is cap. You playing with the GOAT. You playing in LA. That it's the home of the GOATs. This is opening night against the team that got your ass, that swept you, matter of fact, that swept you out the playoffs last year. Y'all was in the WCF after being in the play-in. You was 4 games away from going to the finals, a place that you've been before, against a team you played before, that you beat before. And you just, not only did you get fucked in the playoffs, bro, they came out here, and I'm literally looking at AD. Torian Prince had a good game. Austin Reeves didn't play ass. D'Lo played better than I would have expected. And LeBron, for him to be 40 damn near, he played good. If AD just give you what he's supposed to, because he's what, 30, 20, 30, 31 years old, bro, you're in the middle of your prime. LeBron out that shit. You need to be getting 24, 25, no less than 10 boards a game. 7 is crazy. I don't care about the assists. You a center. But 25 and 10 bare minimum. Because at least at that point, you kind of matching what Jokic giving.
Mm-hmm.
But if you giving us 17 when this guy giving us 30, you giving us 8, 7, 8 rebounds. This man giving us 13. You giving us 4, 5, and 6. He giving us 11. He doubling everything you doing, AD. Everything you doing on the court, is he just doing it way better? And it was so crazy. I'm like, bro, AD, he got all the potential. He got all the talent. Every, like, the length, the deals, everything about him. To be top 5, to be going at Jokic's neck. And it was just like the second half, this man didn't score a bucket, didn't score a basket, had 0 points, and just went goals. And I'm like, that's Anthony Davis. That's AD. A nigga who we know is just, we know this nigga can be like elite. We done seen it. We seen him be elite.
Mm-hmm.
But when you need him to, like, this is a season you need him to be elite. LeBron not getting no younger, and nobody else on their team can really be the one option. Is only really like AD. The offense gonna have to go through you. Of course, everybody else gonna eat, within the offense, which is AD, which is niggas double teaming you, quick kick, open three. Kick, dive. Kick. They was getting some open threes today. Niggas was making them. Torian Prince, great first game, great game. He was a big addition. If AD would have just played a little better, offensively, defensively, just all around a better game, especially when LeBron was off the court and you was playing with 4 other bums compared to you. LeBron not out there, so everybody else compared to you is a bum. AD, that's how good you are. And you didn't take advantage at all. And that really disappointed me. First game at a regular season, you going against a team that swept you. Called them Michael Malone. They said yo daddy. That nigga, they called Michael Malone the Lakers daddy. They start chanting that shit. And them niggas didn't, and it was just like no fight from AD. And that just what hurt me. That was not as I ain't an AD fan, I ain't a Lakers fan, but it's just watching the game. Because I thought the Nuggets was gonna lose. Cause usually all the teams who play on opening night, when they win, they lose just because like emotions be high and shit. I'm like, oh, the Nuggets finna come out flat. They finna come out, they just won a championship. They got their ring, they got their banner. But then I was like, no, they got Michael Malone as their coach. Jokic, he don't really be in all that, so he just gonna play. Jamal Murray been out for a few years. He just gonna play. Then I heard Aaron Gordon. I'm like, oh, these niggas just locked in. Like, they not coming in this game letting up. And it showed. Showed. Lakers kept finding ways to get it close, keep it close, going into the halftime. Third quarter got back up to like 12-15. They got it back down going into the fourth. and in the fourth quarter it just skyrocketed. What I'm noticing about the Lakers though, what I have been noticing since they got this new team, or really since they got LeBron and AD, they are more of a late a second half of a quarter team. Like they'll play better in the second half of the second quarter, second half of the or like the second part of the second quarter, like last 6 minutes, of the second, third. And if the game close in the end of the fourth, that's why it'd be like that. But tonight it was out of reach.
So they the Minnesota Vikings.
Basically, yeah, basically all they I don't know. They just Minnesota just being one score games somehow. They just do it. They just the coach of that shit. I don't know how they be doing it, but the Lakers, I just know they just gonna play better because LeBron gonna get that first break. He gonna come back in, and I'm like, okay, if they lose by more than 10, putting his head down, going to the basket. One, if they had like 8.7, 6 points, they're gonna try to get everybody else involved. But they need some baskets. LeBron can still give you baskets when he needs to, when time needs to be. But he shouldn't be out there trying to, get 25, get 10 assists, and still be trying to get, 8, 9 rebounds. That's too much to ask for the oldest man in the league at this point. And AD, for you to be that talented, to have all the skills, the gifts, the physical abilities, and for you really letting these niggas down. I'm being real. It's been 4 years, bro. It's been damn 4 years. You can't stay healthy, and when you do healthy, shit, you barely play good when you be healthy. I'm getting sick of it, AD, because I know you good, but damn, you gotta step it up, bro. Jokic killed them tonight. Jokic just embarrassed this nigga tonight.
Yeah, and what I took away from this game was the thing from the Lakers standpoint was the same thing was the things that I took away when our last two episodes, one the Western Conference standings, why I had them at four or fifth seed. You know, the people that they brought in when everybody was talking about this depth, how they just got so better in depth. They went and got all these sexy names and replaced, and got all these sexy names, but not giving you the sexy production. All the guys you brought in outside of Prince, didn't produce today. Didn't get you over 10 points. You got Rui. He gave you 7 points. Cam Reddish gave you 7 points. Christian Wood gave you 7 points. You can't do much with that when you going up against the defending champs. And you talking about some we just got deeper. Our depth just got better. We just got way more talented and all these things. I tried to tell y'all once before. Once somebody show y'all who they is the first time, believe them. I know who D'Lo is. D'Lo is gonna be D'Lo. He gonna be up sometime. He gonna be down. More times than not, he gonna be down. He just that type of player. I just think the Lakers, they got a team full of guys. They do have a talented roster. I don't want diminish them or anything or any stretch. And it still is game one, so I don't want to overreact. But I just think the pieces that they got on this team don't fit. You got Austin Reeves, you got D'Lo, Bron, all on the court at one time where I feel like they most effective with their ball in their hands. No, none of those three guys are off ball players, and that's a problem. And that's really why sometimes they often get a lot stagnant. While sometimes a lot of them they be having those off games because they really can't get a rhythm without them having the ball in with the ball in their hands. LeBron, he is getting older, so that's a problem. You know, we just said a stat. They plus 7 with LeBron on the court. With LeBron off the court, minus 17. And that's been the case of the story for the Lakers since LeBron arrived there for the Los Angeles Lakers. Whenever LeBron go to the bench, the Lakers don't know what to do. That's why LeBron, we've been saying it for the last couple of years, they've been taxing him with the minutes. If LeBron don't play 30, 35 plus minutes a game, the Lakers really not going to have a shot as we see because we see our star player in AD. He not gonna get us the type of production that we're looking for on a night to night basis, and that's the problem. You brought all these guys in. Another thing, lack of 3 point shooting. Like I said in our previous video, you brought in guys and you brought the guys back. Yes, that y'all went on a run and all these things with, but y'all went up against the defending champs. Y'all lost to them. Y'all got swept in this offseason. Y'all seen everything that y'all needed to do in order to beat that team, or at least try to make it a game, and then address it. 3 point shoot, no spacing on the court with LeBron and AD. When none of those guys are four spacers themselves, the Lakers today they went 6 of 23 from 3.
Mm-hmm.
Torian Prince was the only guy was efficient from 3, 4 6.
Fucking them bitches, bro.
So that means they went 10 of 29 from 3.
But what they shoot?
They they went 10 to 29 from three, and Torian Prince was
No,
four of six.
what they shoot at a total?
Uh, uh,
10-29.
yeah, 10 to
So they
29.
was
So
six.
6 to 23.
Shit.
Yes, without Torian Prince, they would have been six, no floor spacing. So it was easy. If we watched the game. All they were doing whenever AD or LeBron was getting it at the wing or like the high post or the elbow, they weren't doing nothing but just sitting right there at the nail, sitting right there at the line, and wasn't doing nothing but just sitting there because they didn't have no threats out there outside of Prince. Prince was their best player today. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say that he was their best player. LeBron did have 21. He had 21 with no jump shots made.
It's crazy because I just look. Nobody shot good from three today, except for not even the Nuggets. They just made four more than everybody. They made 14, which is it felt like they made way more.
It
It
did.
felt like they was just raining them hoes. Yep, Jokic made two. One Jamal made that one big one in the fourth.
He made one in the first quarter too.
I'm talking about later down the stretch. He made that one in the fourth. I think Mike made one in the fourth
He
too.
did the corner one.
I was like, yeah, it felt like they had like 16 threes made. I was like, bro, every time the Lakers come back, because the Lakers couldn't make no threes, but the Warriors and the Suns couldn't either though. I don't know what I again first game jitters. I know it's gonna be a little rest,
Mm-hmm.
but the Nuggets just came out and just. So I guess that's what it was. The Lakers. I don't know. They do need to get because Torian Prince gonna be their number one shooter.
That's a problem.
I want to say it's a problem. They just need to get D'Lo out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Get it's not too much they can do though. Realistically, it is easier said than done to say get these niggas out of here. But then it's like who you getting them out of here
So
for?
so look though. So what was the point of bringing Gabe Vincent in when you already had Austin Reeves, D'Lo,
Because
and
you have
Brian?
backup point guard position.
What he do today? He played 21 minutes, gave you 7 points.
That's first game.
Yeah, that is first
They
game.
say just back up. First game with a new team, like you said, getting all the working out a new playbook and all that, getting schemes, schematics down and stuff. I do think they'll be better. I just think the Nuggets just overpowered them, and AD didn't do anything to fucking help it. They were right there in the game the whole game until the last few minutes. AD did anything in the second half, anything, just score a point or something. Shit, they probably damn near went to overtime, but you got a 6'11", $250 million man not scoring in the second half gonna be hard to win games when that's supposed to be your guy you going forward with. It's 2-3 go James. I can't wait to hear these niggas talk about this shit tomorrow. I cannot wait.
So from what you seen today from the Lakers, from who on that bench was you most impressed with?
He started. I like. Let me see.
Jackson Hayes, he wasn't really a factor. Gabe Vincent, I just showed you his stats. Who was Cam Reddish?
He was alright. He
He
was
was a
decent. He had good
Christian
defensive
Wood,
plays. Yeah, I know he came off the bench. He shouldn't even be playing though. You know what I'm saying?
Rui.
Nobody just looked good today off their bench. But again, they only lost by 12 points, and their best player didn't give them shit in the second half, and they bench didn't give them shit. They only lost by 12. So I definitely see the upside for this team, and they just so happen to be going against the best team in the NBA. So I mean, you live from, you learn from. I give everybody else on the Lakers a little pass till week 2, week 3. AD, I'm on your ass, boy. You too good for that shit. You don't. Gabe Vincent get a pass. He ain't nowhere near $100 million man. No offense to Gabe Vincent. He came in for a perfect role to be off the bench. He was just starting for a championship team. Y'all got him to come off the bench now. AD, you're the guy. If he, man, these some good games. I hope all the games be like this season. We got some great games tomorrow too. Hopefully the Knicks and the Celtics be just like this. But shit, bro, I don't know. The Nuggets they looking like a squad right now, bro. They could have a little dynasty growing. They could have a little dynasty going over there.
Yeah, we're gonna have some good slate of games tomorrow. We got the
How you
Knicks
feel about them having a dynasty?
with the Nuggets.
Yeah, you just skipped over that.
Uh,
I said that for a reason.
I don't really feel no way. I mean, I can see it. I can see it. I can
What do you
see
think
it.
the possibilities of them like going back to the championship and winning?
I'm gonna give it like a 65%.
65%. That's kind of how I like it.
Yeah.
They are one of those teams. I can see that.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, but yeah, today was a good opening day. We definitely wanted to give y'all this reaction, our initial reaction, and it is opening day, so we had to go and feed y'all this. But we will be back on our regular schedule programming. with our Thursday night footballs, and we're gonna give y'all the games that will be played on Thursday as well. So y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you tuning in. Uh, we're gonna catch y'all on Thursday, upload on Friday, and we out.